What's happening, YouTube? It's been a little bit. Short video, or I'm gonna try to make it short. Today, just got unloaded. About to get unloaded. About to get loaded and get on down the road. Maybe some break time. Maybe make some more videos. But my people that share that are melanin sufficient in form and fashion, in shape, and hereditary, in landmass, which that is a whole different story. We have many strengths. We have a very long history, so long we don't even know it. But the issue is we have very strong weaknesses. One of them, which you've been warned about in the Bible, is ignorance. It's our slave master. It's our disaster, and it's our death. It's our destruction. I see it a lot. I've been seeing a lot less though, so I'm happy for that. Praise God for that. But I still see it. Regardless of location, because it differs. You know, a lot of people are products of their environment, and a product of many environments is to, and this is not just with niggas, this is with every form of nigga. You know what I mean, crackers, chicks, beaners, however you want to fill it in. But in our environment, there's something that's embedded in other people that passed on to us, that we can't control our own environment. Our environment is internal as well as external. What you eat is what you become. You don't just eat edible things, as in food and tangible things. You eat words, ideas, impressions, energy sources. You eat influences, whether they be weak or strong, scared or brave. And with that small dissertation, I'm gonna get down to the real nigga chatter. Okay. So I'm getting unloaded, and I'm chopping over my boy, and he's generally cool from booter to tutor, start to finish, while he's finishing my load and shit. But it's something that I've seen when I was a little bit younger than his age. This nigga is 27 with 7 kids. It's here or there. That's neither here or there. That's actually I'm pro that. And I'm pro, but I'm also pro you being rich and teaching your kids wealth habits. I'm also pro control in the God umbrella, where, you know, God, man, woman, child, in that order and no other order. Whether it be multiple umbrellas for multiple, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into it. Doesn't matter. But I got motherfuckers slamming on the brakes as usual when I'm recording videos. Let me slow it down so these fuckers can slow it down. Anyways, I come to the point to realize, like, when you make a habit of choosing bad habits, you make a series of, you choose other, like, one thing makes one demon, one spirit, one 7 deadly sins, one flaw, one weakness, one mindset, one vibration that's negative attracts a slew of other vibrations that are negative. Demons are legions, usually. Demons are cowards. Cowards run in groups. Groups and cowards are not just physical embodiments, but essences of being. For example, 7 kids, works only minimum hours. He doesn't. He says he takes care of his business, but no idea. He's more concerned about you. He gets it though. He's halfway awake. Here's the positive about it, and that's probably why he's positive too. He's like, I understand these women. He immediately jumped on the subject like he knew that I knew. Maybe just from vibration, and I don't take no shit, nor I entertain any lies about myself or others. And basically having an open red pill talk. So that's a positive. But part of that red pill talk, which is basically an essential raw truth, is that you're enslaved by debt and by force. Niggas, we're all down by force, but brute force is stupid. That's the same brute force that killed the caveman with bow and arrows. So, usually, debt and high-tech weaponry is your go-to outside of God and wisdom, which are the first two things in that order that you should be addressing. Obviously, a lot of people lack those first two things. But not only that, people give a fuck about money and they fall victim to the 7 deadly sins, amongst other things. You group around, there's another brother that was my age. He's almost 42. And I don't care about your business. You could be working on it. He did get it, actually. The other brother that was my age, he's like, yeah, he told me that he just came from Atlanta. And he actually is working hard and he's doing his thing. But a sin is a sin is a sin. That you'll get distracted, even if you're making a shitload of money, and I know from experience, if you're entertaining more hoes than you're making money, you can be a rich. And this is proven by lotto winners. You can be rich. But your mindset's poor, you'll shortly become poor because that's what your mindset's at. And a poor mindset can't embody a rich life forever. It'll be short, like a fool in his goal will surely depart really quickly. And that is our one, like, everything's not about money. Then why could I take your bitch with money? Huh? 9 out of 10 of your bitches I can take with money. And that guy got that point, but he stayed stuck on that part. And it's like, when you talk about business or seriousness, it's always a joking manner. And I'm a jokester at heart. Boy, I'm a fucking jokester. But it's scary when I'm like, I used to be a class clown amongst other things. When I'm a class clown, and I find it when a lot of niggas joke with their lives and situations, we're in fucking trouble. Because I'm a fucking clown. I do it on purpose though, entertaining wise. Not anymore, because obviously a lot of niggas are fucking clowns with their life. And I'm not gonna add on to the buffoonery. Like, I'll joke here and there, but after the mission is done. And there's a lot of fucking missions that we have to do as a whole and as individuals. And actually, we have to do it as an individual first before we can become a whole. And like, this division has been going on for a long fucking time. And frankly speaking, the only way we can do it is by holding tightly to the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if we don't respect that by sheer understanding of it, we don't respect ourselves. And to sum up and wrap up the story, like he was trying to get me to talk about how I entertain hoes. But that's not how it goes when you're trying to get money. And then I switched the subject to getting money, and nobody could talk about it. And I broke it down to him shortly after. And I said, Kanye said a line years back. He says, when you're chasing hoes, you can't chase money. You can't have both at the same time. And I've yet to see a nigga simultaneously obtain both at the same time. And I spiritually flee from niggas that make use coochie their god. And like, the thing is, he was 27. He's teetering. I think his frontal lobe just developed, because he's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you got a few baby mamas. It took you a while. It's clicking. You have a few kids. It's clicking. Your money's disappearing. It's clicking. You work hard, but your money's disappearing fast. I can see it's clicking. You started the conversation out of nowhere because something I've noticed with a lot of people, that my vibration speaks for me without saying, I ain't say shit. I'm just here to get you, do your job, and get the fuck out, because I'm trying to get money, which is the fucking point. Like, I got shit to do. I don't entertain crackers, and I don't entertain lost niggas that want to stay lost. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, your friendship, or your space, unless we're trying to lift each other up and basically get money and or talk about God. These three things are always going to be on the main agenda. But a lot of the times, my energy speaks for me, and people jump on certain subjects that stand out and resonate with their spirit at the time of being where they're at, mentally speaking. And seeing that he's 27, his frontal lobe just developed, he's coming to terms that, like, he's running in a death spiral. And many people are. This is the American way. A lot of white people run in death spirals. And they're okay with it. They're okay with it. Like, and niggas don't see it because niggas in general aren't multicultural. Like, I've been around every race, every creed you can think of. I've stuck my dick in every race and every creed you can think of. I've seen it inside and out. And everybody has different cues of how their family life lives. But the American way, which generally speaking is the modernized white way of it's slave, indulge, and die. And that's, I don't care how much fun you have in it, it's a pathetic way of existing. By definition, it's hedonistic. And it's against your gods. If I'm speaking to the right person through this video, it's against your God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you're even sinner or not, super flawed or not, if you resonate with anything that I'm saying, you should take stock in not only who you're around, just like he should take stock in, but how you're getting around in your own life. Like, you could stop hanging around with you by changing who you are. Hey, like this motherfucker says, oh, it's just easy to kick back. I get off in a few hours. I'm gonna go drink between the hours. Like, nigga, what? So you work, you're telling me, like, and the thing is, it's just clicking. He's like, I can see it, he hasn't gotten there yet, but it's like, I work most of my hours, and 2/3 of my money goes to use coochie and substance abuse. And the thing is, it's good that it's clicking slowly, because most men, most women, most people, period, never awaken from a stupor that'll lead you straight into hell. And they'll try to drag you along with it, like, hey, like, you know, the weird energy they give off, like, you're not following us. And then you have to stand your ground. Like, I'm confident. I've stood against groups of niggas in every form and fashion. And groups of people, period, in every form and fashion. And have come out on top. I don't need a crowd to stand 10 toes and stand on business. I don't need a group of cowards to enforce my power. I don't need reinforcement from people that have never used their mind a single day in their life. And I get it from a person that was obviously way more ignorant than I am now, that there's going to be opposition when you decide to use your full faculties. There is going to be, but you're gonna have to make that decision and be honest with yourself for once. He's being honest, like, that's the thing about Red Pill. Like, he's like, okay, baby mama's fucking me over back to back. I get pussy, but I lose everything else. And the pussy I get, you're like, he didn't say it, but we said it. Basically, when we're chopping, I can buy, like, the money I'm spending, entertaining, like, and I'm burning all candles at both ends. It's clicking, slowly it's clicking in them. And that's the hope. Like, I don't care, like, the church would be like, don't talk about it. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Any way a man can realize truth, I beg you to realize truth. Like, it's not through women, through money. You have to realize when you're falling for traps. If you can't figure out one trap, more than likely you're not going to figure out the rest. But I think this video is long enough. I'm going to get back to business. God knows your value. I think you know the rest. Like and subscribe.